We're back with another video from our remote work series where we share various opportunities where you can land a remote job that you might not have been expecting with zero experience, getting you one step closer to living your dream life abroad.
And by the end of this video, you're going to know where to find legit remote positions, what these roles actually pay, and which companies are hiring right now, even if you don't have a fancy degree or years of experience. Let's get into it.
Starting with one of the most beginner-friendly and overlooked ways to get hired remotely in 2025, working as a virtual assistant. But before we get into that, we know some of you are about to open 17 tabs and get overwhelmed. So to make this process easier for you, we created our free Yes Remote Work Key with job boards, keywords, a daily search routine, and a pitch template to help you land your first remote role faster. The link will be in the description and pinned in the comment section for you.
Now, I know that you've probably heard BVA from everyone online, but you may not even have the full picture of what this position entails. So let's go ahead and make it make sense for you. A virtual assistant is just basically a remote right-hand person for entrepreneurs, small businesses, or busy brands that don't have time to go ahead and do everything themselves.
Right.
And you're not just going to be doing admin tasks, you're going to be helping someone reclaim their time so that they can grow their business or maintain some work-life balance.
So typically your job would be to manage inboxes, scheduling, customer follow-ups, simple research, organizing files or documents, and social media posting and engagement as well. Entry-level VAs typically start at $10 to $20 per hour, depending on your skill set and region. Experienced VAs or niche specialists like podcast production or bookkeeping can earn to $25 to $50 an hour. As you build trust and skills, some clients may offer monthly retainers for stability.
And here's the part that people aren't telling you. Being a VA isn't about doing everything under the sun. It's about picking the tasks that you're actually good at and communicating well. You can even niche down. If you love organization, you can be an inbox and scheduling VA. And if you love social, then you can specialize in engagement and content updates. It's all about knowing your strengths and what you can bring to the table and then just maximizing that.
Here's where people get stuck though. Most VA job listings look like they want 2+ years experience, but in reality, clients care more about reliability and communication than credentials. Transferable skills from retail, hospitality, education, or customer service are golden here. If you have ever worked in a front desk, answered phones, or managed bookings, that's a VA experience in disguise right there.
So one company that we recommend in helping you land your first virtual assistant job is Belay Solutions. They're a legit agency that connects small businesses with virtual assistants, and they actually train you up so you don't feel like you're just getting thrown into the fire. They look for people who are organized, have communication skills, and are able to handle tasks with minimal supervision. And the best part is you do not need a degree, you just need to show up, can manage time, handle clients respectfully, and get things done.
To open yourself to even more opportunities, don't just apply for listings. Think about the local businesses, podcasters, coaches, and even small e-commerce shops that you love. They often need VAs but don't even know how to hire one, so you can pitch them directly, and we even included a small pitch template in our free Yes Remote Key for you. Clients don't hire VAs because they want someone just to do admin work. They hire VAs because they're drowning in tasks and they need someone who can make things a lot easier for them.
So here's how you're gonna stand out. Don't just say you're gonna answer emails. Say you're gonna help clear inboxes and create a smoother client communication flow. Don't just say, I manage calendars. No, say you're gonna eliminate double bookings and reduce no-shows. That's gonna really show them how your work is gonna save them time, look more professional, and take that mental load off their plate. For direct clients, you can reach out to consultants on LinkedIn, Instagram, or even in Facebook groups. So if you're known as the organized friend, the planner, the detail-oriented person, don't sleep on this.
So VA work is a solid start, but the next remote job most people don't even realize they're already qualified for: a recruiter. If you're naturally good with people and love connecting the dots, this job could be perfect for you, especially if you haven't considered it yet. Being a recruiter is basically being a professional connector. Your job is to find the right person for the right job and to help companies build solid teams.
A typical day might look like reviewing resumes, sending outreach messages, and hopping on Zooms to pre-screen some candidates. It's structured, people-focused work. And let's talk about the part that holds most people back: experience. But here's the truth. If you've ever worked in retail or customer service, helped with scheduling interviews, or just been the organized friend who plans trips or events, you already have the requisite transferable skills.
Some job postings say that you need 2 to 3 years of experience, but most companies are actually looking for someone who writes clearly, communicates well over email and the phone, and knows how to follow up without being annoying. Sales experience is also a huge bonus. Admin or ops background, super valuable as well. And if you've ever had to sell a job to a friend or help someone find work, you've already done this.
Right now, a lot of startups, tech companies, and staffing agencies are hiring junior recruiters. Go ahead and search for titles like Talent Sourcer or People's Operations Assistant. These are going to be great stepping stones into full cycle recruiting. And here's what you can expect to earn as an entry-level recruiter. You're looking at $18 to $25 an hour or $45,000 to $55,000 a year. And after you get some experience, you could definitely reach $70,000 or plus annually, especially if you go into tech. Some of these agency roles are commission-based, meaning you can earn more based on your performance.
And there's strong growth potential as well. Senior recruiters, talent leads, and heads of department can easily cross 6 figures. And if you want to stand out, don't just say you're a people person. Prove it by writing a sample outreach message like you're contacting a candidate. Talk about how you manage follow-up. It wouldn't hurt to share a time that you helped match someone to the right opportunity as well, even if it was informally. You can also get familiar with tools like Calendly, Google Sheets, and applicant tracking systems like Greenhouse or Recruity. Many have free demos online.
If you love helping people but don't like the idea of cold calling strangers on LinkedIn, then we've got the perfect alternative for you. What if I told you there's a way to make great money sharing knowledge you already have? Whether that's helping a kid in Japan with their English homework or teaching a college student in Brazil how to solve math problems. Let's talk about becoming an online tutor. If teaching is something that you have always been good at, but don't necessarily want to teach English or a language, you might want to consider becoming an online tutor.
Let me be clear, this is not the same as being a language tutor. Online tutors help students with academic subjects like math, science, reading comprehension, and SAT prep, or even college level material. And you do not need to be a certified teacher to get started, which actually surprised me because I had no idea. So you might be wondering, what do you actually do as an online tutor? In most cases, you'll be helping students with very specific goals. Let's say a high schooler needs help understanding algebra or prepping for a chemistry final. Your job is to break down complex topics in a way that actually clicks.
And this could mean working through practice problems together on Zoom, helping them prep for their upcoming tests, or just reviewing assignments. Now, here's the good news. You do not need a teaching degree, but you do need to know your stuff and be able to explain it clearly.
So if you ever helped your younger sibling or your own kid with homework, led a study group in college, or worked in training or a mentoring role, then you already have the baseline skills to tutor. And if you got a degree in a specific subject or even a strong academic performance, this gives you an edge. But if you don't, many platforms let you apply based on subject knowledge and a short test.
Now let's talk numbers. New tutors on platforms usually start around $15 to $25 an hour, and experienced or specialized tutors can charge $40 to $100 an hour, especially for high demand areas like calculus, coding, or test prep.
Parents aren't just hiring you to help with grades, they're hiring you because their kid is falling behind and they're stressed. Their kid hates a subject and fights them on studying, and they want to boost confidence. So don't pitch yourself as I can teach 6th grade math. Instead, I help middle schoolers go from stressed and stuck to confident and independent, especially in math and science. That's way more specific. Make it about transformation because that's what sells.
A remote test proctor is a flexible, entry-level online position that's focused on maintaining the integrity of virtual exams. This role offers moderate earning potential and is especially suitable for those looking for work that can be done from anywhere with a reliable internet connection. A remote test proctor plays a critical role in maintaining academic integrity and compliance during online exams for schools, professional certifications, and licensing programs.
Proctors use webcams, screen sharing tools, and specialized proctor software to observe test takers. They flag suspicious activity and document any incidents that occur. The core responsibilities of a test proctor include monitoring exams in real time, verifying identities of the test takers, providing clear instructions, and answering questions. They're also responsible for ensuring that all test regulations are followed from start to finish.
So the annual range for this role is $25,000 to $45,000. Some companies, though, do pay per exam instead of hourly. This isn't really a get-rich role, but it is flexible, reliable, and a great entry point into remote work. Some companies that you can check for jobs that are hiring for this role are Pearson and Monitor EDU.
When it comes to your application, it wouldn't hurt to highlight reliability because employers value punctuality and consistency more than advanced skills. Also stress communication. Clear and professional communication with test takers is critical.
For transferable skills, customer service or call center experience, as well as teaching, tutoring, or training roles are all applicable. Administrative work is great as well too, since that requires accuracy and compliance.
Let's move on to another remote job that's becoming more and more common: video captioning. At first glance, it seems simple. You watch a video and you type out what's being said and you line it up with the timing. But in practice, captioning is way more than about typing fast. It's about accuracy, timing, and making sure the final product actually helps the viewer.
A lot of people immediately ask, well, don't apps already do this? And it's true, there's lots of auto captioning software, but here's the problem. Automated captions are full of errors, especially with accents, background noise, or technical vocabulary. So companies and creators need humans to go in and fix those mistakes and make sure that the captions are not only accurate, but also easy to read, and that's where captioners step in.
At the end of the day, you're handing in a clean, polished transcript that improves accessibility for everyone.
And in terms of pay, beginners are usually starting around $12 to $25 an hour, but the more experience you get, the more that you're going to be able to earn. Live captioning, for example, can pay a lot more because it requires real-time accuracy under pressure. And the demand is strong too.
Where can you actually find these jobs? Companies like Rev, 3Play Media are common entry points. You can also find freelance opportunities with content creators, podcasters, and universities who need their videos captioned. Transferable skills could be anything from admin work where accuracy was critical to customer service where communication was key, and also writing and editing.
And if you're bilingual, that's going to be a huge plus because multilingual captioners are in demand everywhere.
Now let's talk about the most in-demand remote jobs out there right now, the social media manager. If you ever wondered who's behind the posts you see on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or even YouTube, it's usually a social media manager. Their role is to plan content, schedule posts, engage with followers, and track performance to make sure the brand's message is actually reaching people.
So what does the day-to-day actually look like? You're going to start your mornings by checking analytics, see how yesterday's posts were performing, which ones are getting traction, and which posts need some adjusting. And from there, you might spend some time creating a content calendar and drafting captions for your upcoming post.
A big misconception is that being a social media manager just means playing on Instagram all day. But we would know because in reality, it's a blend of marketing, data analysis, and strategy. Yes, creativity is key, but so is understanding how algorithms work and how to reach the right audience at the right time. Now let's talk growth. Social media managers often start with smaller clients, maybe a local business or a startup, but from there you can move into senior marketing roles, strategy consulting, or even managing an entire digital team.
And with the way that businesses rely on online presence today, this role isn't just relevant, it's essential. And as far as pay goes, entry-level freelance social media managers might start around $15 to $25 an hour. But with experience, especially if you specialize in platforms like TikTok ads, YouTube growth, or LinkedIn strategy, it is certainly feasible and possible to earn anywhere from $50,000 to $90,000 a year, sometimes more.
So where do you find these job opportunities? Sites like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn Jobs, Indeed are all great places to start. Many managers also build their first client base just by reaching directly to small businesses that have a weak online presence. If you're applying, here's how to stand out. Show a portfolio, even if it's just accounts you manage for fun or personal projects. You want to highlight measurable results like follower growth, engagement increases, or campaign conversions.
Be clear about your skills in content creation, copywriting, analytics, and paid ads. Some transferable skills that you're going to want to include are anything related to communication, marketing, customer service, or project management. And if you've ever had to organize schedules, analyze performance, or build relationships with customers, you already have the foundation. In short, social media management is one of the most flexible and scalable remote jobs out there. And it is not just for people who love social apps, it's for anyone who can balance creativity with strategy and who enjoys seeing real results from their work.
If you missed our previous videos in this series, we'll leave them in the description for you. These 6 remote jobs we covered today are all legitimate opportunities that you can start applying for right now, even without years of experience.
Remember to download our free Yes Remote Key from the description. It's going to have everything you need to start your remote job search today. And we also have a paid version, which has quite a bit more information as well. Which of these roles sound the most interesting to you? Let us know in the comments below. We go ahead and answer every one. And don't forget to like and subscribe for remote work opportunities. We will see you in the next video.
Bye.